What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekend astrology forecast for the weekend of December 4th and the 5th of 2021. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hope you're all feeling good. We did just have a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Whoa! What a time. Hope you're ready for your news story. I hope you're feeling excited and adaptable right now because the more adaptable and excited on what we can expand in our life, the better it's going to go. That expanse starts today on Saturday. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so the moon is going to break off of the eclipse at 12 degrees with the sun. The sun's going to come to 13 degrees today. So today really is this new doorway. I just say door all the time, but 4 is the door and it's going to make a net 4. So talk about like believing in what is possible and having faith in what is possible too on this journey, and not being scared to start new things or try a new way forward in your life, or what's gonna help you connect to your intuition more, connect to God more, even in Sagittarius. Like there's definitely opportunity out there and we want to be hopeful for that. The moon's going to cross over Mercury, and I think this can give us a lot to ponder, a lot of the emotion about the past, or, I feel like we're kind of jumping timelines a little bit right now, but it's like, what about your environment right now can be expanded upon, and what's going to feel really good to you? And if you understand what that is, I don't think you have to feel like you're too lost, or, Mercury's way out there in Sag right now and starting to square Neptune. So we really don't want to, feel too lost. Like this, like let's expand on the things that kind of make us comfortable, actually. Like it's probably more localized, even with a North Node in Gemini. Like little things that we can start pivoting on or start changing or moving around for the excitement we're looking for on this new journey, on this great quest that we're starting to build even this weekend as the moon comes into Capricorn. It's like, all right, let's start setting the foundation and like laying the framework for our own inner integrity of what we're looking to go find. And I think that today brings up a lot of like the sensitivities from maybe the past, even it's like, or it's just really channeled and really sensitive to where the future can go. And hopefully we're not getting too confused, or hopefully, especially on Saturday, it's like, don't think that because you don't know where this great quest is going or what the final destination is going to look like, that you can't like integrate into what that's going to be, or feel like it's not possible. Like we want to hold faith for the truth of the matter for ourselves, and really see what the infinite potential is in that. And even if we're sensitive, it's like, well, let's use these sensitivities, let's follow these breadcrumbs on this adventure and see what's out there. Like I do think that a lot of positive can come. The moon's also going to sextile over to Jupiter after it makes that square over to Neptune. And I think, especially with Jupiter ruling Sag and being the dispositor of this eclipse, it's like there are exciting things that can be expanded upon for a future, for what is going to really connect you, what is really going to show you kind of how big your life can be. I mean, I'll be honest, with Pluto here, and even with Venus meeting up with Pluto and Pluto finishing in Capricorn, like we are wrapping up that old story that really was about a lot of our collective karma and our individual karma. And it just seems like this next journey is getting ready to like really break us free from that, so that we can all kind of step into like Dharma mission. I know I felt like a strong like mission sense over the last couple days, and like what I needed to cut ties with to keep moving forward for what my soul calling was, and these deeper desires that Mars and Scorpio is trying to dig up within us. And Mars and Scorpio is going to be squaring Jupiter this weekend. Definitely can want to push in a lot of directions right now. We don't want to push in the direction that isn't like really connected, though. Like if you're deeply not interested in something, why do you keep doing it? We could have a ton of energy to expand on things, but I think they have to have some sort of presence for the future. And if they do, and they're like starting and getting the ball rolling and building the infrastructure for this kind of like destiny that's getting unlocked, this dharma that's getting unlocked, I think that this is helping us like really cut ties with anything that isn't of our true essence of our soul. And this is almost like the ego and the soul can be really in tune right now. But for people that are like fighting their soul And that soul urge, I think it can be a little difficult, especially with Mars square Jupiter. Like we can, I don't know, kind of trip out a little bit, because we don't, it's not set in stone. Like the journey's just getting started, and it's the adaptableness that's really going to help people out right now. When you go on a long quest, long journey, like, climates will change. You can go one place, it could be hot. You could drive 8 hours somewhere, north, south, whatever, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, it's really cold, you know. So we just have to adapt on this journey to what the universe is trying to open up. I feel like there's breadcrumbs being laid out for everybody right now to like kind of, ooh, what's that? Ooh, let's go follow this, follow that. And if our ego isn't like open to letting this higher, sort of knowing and this way forward for your individuated truth, then I don't know. I feel like we can feel like we're missing out a little bit, or like, what's my story? It's just about being open to how the story unfolds instead of, being so certain about where the journey's going, if you will. And I think that that's kind of important on this weekend, as we're starting long cycles here, and we're in the midst of a lot of change, and Venus and Pluto are definitely digging up our deepest values right now. So we got to get to the bottom of our relationships and what that means when it comes to merging with another person, when it comes to our relationship with structures and society and governments. There's a lot that's we're trying to really really have lockdown so we can feel like comfortable and secure, but it's also I don't know. But I think there's excitement in this chart, and I think it's just like being open is everything right now, and seeing what comes into your life. And if there's things that are just like really not enjoyable right now, like this weekend can kind of be a little stressful and have us get a little bit of a psychosis about maybe losing faith or not thinking certain things are possible, when it's quite possible that whatever does show up is like, hey, I'm trying to show you there's other ways, you just have to make a change. So if change comes up, pivot for what's more exciting, pivot for your passions. And I think that there can be an abundance of energy, especially with Mars square Jupiter. Like, we can have a lot of can do, a lot of drive, but it's got to be for your passion. It's got to be for, really what a deeper soul desire would be. And is it going to expand your future? Is it really the quest you want to go on? If not, kind of a frustrating transit that we could be going through. And in just a time where we all kind of want to see the future, but it's like we're building it, so we don't even really know what it looks like, but being open to build that future. Sunday, we're going to have the sun finish up at 13 degrees, come to 14 degrees, very mercurial. Mercury's going to be moving. Mercury's going to head to 18 degrees. And really, that square to Neptune, I mean, I think we really start feeling it Sunday more than anything, where we can feel really spacey, really out there, really susceptible to culty energy, really susceptible to like a media presence. I don't really think anybody watching this will be, but it's out there. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if something came out that was just really trying to confuse people. And this is where you just got to know, like, if it has a divine backing, it's true. It's of a universal truth. If it doesn't, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the way right now. So we still want to collect information and use our minds right now, but if it doesn't have like a connection to something within you, and that would even be Jupiter square Mars. If there's not a connection to something deep within you, and it doesn't feel right, or it doesn't feel connected, it's not real. Like, that's a false whatever it is that's showing up in life to try and really just get you spun out. Like, it's kind of like spun out energy. And the sun at 15, like, it's a mercurial day, or it'll be a 14 net 5 to finish the Sunday off. So it's like, oh yeah, like, there's a lot to ponder on this journey, and a lot to try and come to some sort of like, I don't know, ultimate belief on the matter. And I think it's good to have like a really good faith and belief in something, and like your highest truth. But, make sure that it's not detrimental or taking you backwards. Like, I feel like this Jupiter is like really starting to pick up the pace, and like, let's go forward into Pisces and make these dreams come to life. And Pluto and Venus on Sunday, 2 degrees apart. Yeah, it's gonna be tight like this whole month. And even Jupiter and, or I'm sorry, Saturn and Uranus in square, they're getting very tight within. They're about to be 2 degrees apart, and they're just gonna ratchet up until right before Christmas and Venus retrograde. So, we just are in very uncertain, unstable times for our reality, for our futures. But it's the stuff that isn't connecting any longer that just is like ready to just go. And you can take this new way that's more liberating to you. So I feel like people are like on this cusp of doing something kind of out of the ordinary in their life to liberate, and be willing to quest out for their biggest their biggest sort of mission. It's a lot of Dharma energy. I really feel that. And even the moon coming into Capricorn, like really getting the structure laid, and like, let's be responsible emotionally, and, not shy away from our emotions, not push things down. Like, let's bring everything out, and it's going to square Chiron. So it's kind of a sensitive weekend. The moon's going to square Neptune, square Chiron, come into its detriment position in Capricorn. But it's really just trying to have us take responsibility for our personal life and for our environments and our relationships and a lot of the deeper stuff. Pluto, Venus, Mars, and Scorpio. Like, we're in deep waters here, and we got some Neptune squares too. So we can just feel like we're trying to piece together and understand a lot of emotion this weekend, as we're also like packing our bags for maybe a quest we've never been on before, that I think ultimately can bring a ton of excitement into our lives. But it's also kind of scary when you take off somewhere and maybe you don't know where you're going or have your plans in order. And this moon in Capricorn, we can definitely be maybe tripping a little bit emotionally about what the plan is. And even Venus is like, gosh, what is the plan? I'm about to retrograde here with Pluto. Like, I haven't even discovered what is going on with my values and my relationships and money and societal structures in life and social norms. Even like, what is a norm? Oh my god. So we don't want to trip out this weekend. I think there's a lot to be excited about, and if we're like building for the journey and the quest that we want, oh yeah, like we're full on Sag season now with that new moon, and of course the solar eclipse too. So there's a lot to be hopeful for, a lot to vision out for. And then also some earth energy with the moon, Venus, Pluto, like getting to the bottom of what you want that structure in your life to actually look like, and then taking a little initiative to go in that direction, but not just forcing your hand for things that don't have like a deep meaning. It's like the purpose stuff. Like, the more you focus on your highest purpose right now, I feel like really cool things are going to be happening for people. So, yeah. Hope you all have a great weekend. Sending you all my best. Kind of funny, I filmed this horoscope out earlier today at the river, and I said the wrong dates for the weekend. And I was like, man, I messed up the beginning of the solar eclipse video yesterday and called it a lunar eclipse, and then I messed up the dates today. Like, what is going on? So I just redid it. What are you gonna do? I got Pluto on my Mercury. 5 of Wands in reverse. I think we're definitely trying to get out of a conflicted story in our life, and like, let's stop fighting, so hard against a bigger purpose, like for something that just doesn't even feel that connected. Like, if you're in it and you love it and you're passionate, like, yeah, fight for those things. But the stuff in life that you're not like really passionate and into and in love with, I don't know. I feel like this story is saying, like, we're ready to stop staying in these conflicted places with people or beliefs or what the world's doing, and we're really ready to define a new story forward. I'll pull one more card. 6 of Swords reversed. Yeah, it's like we're just a little worried because we're in the boat and we don't know where it's going, and we just gotta trust the winds of God, that they're gonna start showing up if we follow the breadcrumbs and we follow the intuitive signs and the feelings of the matter. We've been in such a heady place with this nodal axis for the last 18 months, well, for the last 16 months, and I guess 17 months. Anyways, January, mid-January, the nodes are switching, so we're coming into a much more like feeling axis of Taurus and Scorpio, and I think we're kind of ready to like let go a little bit of all the mental stuff and really trust what's going to feel the best, emotionally and physically, because our mind can play tricks on us this week, but let's sail away. Let's see. I mean, I just think it's very exciting, and who knows what is out there for us. Like, there's only one way to find out, and that's to get in the boat and go. Last card, Queen of Cups, upright. Yeah, there's like an intuitive knowing. There's like a strong emotional pull right now to follow where you're being guided from inward, and to really like pay attention to that, and to, take care of how you're feeling, to nurture those feelings, not suppress them for any reason that isn't of like, yeah, this is going to take me somewhere. I don't know where, but I feel it and I'm going to do it. And I mean, that could give us a lot of intuitive confidence this weekend. And I think that that'll be helpful for us, is like really, really checking in with what's going on inside, so that we can start kind of piecing together the outside to match that. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you for the tarot, the weekly, and all the other shows next week. Much love. Peace.